What is going on, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know exactly how this video is going to come out. Obviously, this is a front-facing video. I do want to get a vlog camera pretty soon. I'm only trying to move to Texas to do so. But I want to talk about why I walk so much. I mean, honestly, I don't want to make this video too long because there's a whole bunch of things that I could talk about. But at least just a few reasons. And I figured what better way or what better, environment to make this video in than while I'm walking, while I'm getting my steps in. And if you guys missed my first video, my first audio today, it wasn't a video, it was an audio. I talked about how they want us to be fat and ugly. And I genuinely mean that. So please go back and watch that if you missed that. But one of the best ways to counteract being fat and ugly is by walking more, guys. And the thing I love about walking is that it's free. It's free. Like, it doesn't cost money. You don't need money to walk. You don't need a car to walk. You don't need anything to walk. You just need feet. And you need a mindset to want to move your body. Right? Now, one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people are fat is because they don't move. Now, I'm not saying that you could outmove your way from good nutrition. You still want to have your nutrition on point, but moving your body is extremely important. And a lot of us, we don't move enough, And there's even a lot of people who work sedentary lifestyles and they don't move enough, right? And a lot of you guys don't understand the benefits of moving and what it does for you physically, to help you stay lean, vascular function, just overall physical function, but also mentally, guys. Like, I'm not gonna say I struggle with like mental shit, but I do have times where I kind of benefit from walking. I don't know how to say it because it's not like I struggle with like mental shit, but sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, or like sometimes where I just go through like the normal shit that we go through as humans, it benefits me to just get on my feet and just walk a little bit. And it helps me like think, and it helps me like, I don't know, it kind of just helps me like get back into like the mode of like what I need to be in. So like, for instance, let's say I'm kind of a little groggy. I go on like a nice 20-minute, 30-minute walk, and now I feel like, okay, I'm back in the mode to, get a YouTube video out or focus on my training or focus on my clients or stuff. And I might have thought that I thought I was like burnt out, but really I just needed to get up and move my body. And by not moving my body, mentally, I wasn't moving either. Does that make sense, guys? Like, sometimes we move physically and it helps us move mentally. And I think that's a crazy bar. And I could go into more detail in a future video if you guys want me to, but I'm gonna end it at that for now, right? So there's benefits to that. You guys also have to understand that as humans, that we were literally made to move our body. There's nothing more natural that you could do than walking, right? Like, walking is more natural than lifting weights. It's more natural than running. It's more natural than sprinting. It's the most natural thing that we could do. And a lot of people will say, oh, walk 7,000 steps, walk 8,000 steps, 10,000, 15,000, whatever it may be. Me personally, I don't end the day without walking at least 25,000 steps, right? Now, does that mean that you need to be walking 25,000 steps? God, no. I'm not saying that. But I will say that you should make an effort to walk as much as you can. You don't even necessarily have to have like a thing where it's like a step goal for you, but just more so have a mindset of being as active as possible. As opposed to having a step goal, personally, I like to have a step floor. So like 25,000 is my floor, where again, I never end a day where I walk less than 25,000. But if I get 25,000, like quote unquote early, it doesn't mean I just sit on my ass for the rest of the day. I just be as active as possible. A lot of you guys also say, well, how can I be more active? Like, how can I get my steps in? What exactly can I do to get more steps in? I struggle with it. People will be like, oh, I'm employed, so like I can't walk as much. Like that, all that, like that's cool. But like you could find ways to like kind of like do both at like the same time. Like if you work and shit like that, you could find ways to work while you walk. Or like if you have to like take consultations or like calls or whatever, you could find a way to work as you walk. You know, you can find ways to be productive as you walk. You don't have to get on here. This is what I see all the time. Oh yeah, like it must be nice to be unemployed. Like, bro, like, and like you guys, a lot of people will like cope and be like, oh yeah, I can't move my body, I'm employed. And yes, we all have like different jobs and shit. But first of all, if it really meant a lot to you, you'd figure out a job. Oh, you guys gotta see this, bro. Can I flip this? Oh, I can't flip it. There's like this dog chasing like this pigeon. I wish I could show you guys that. That shit was funny. But first of all, if you really cared enough about moving, then I promise you, you'd find a way to find a job that allows you to move, an occupation, because there are some. But second of all, you know, I would suggest that if you do work a sedentary job, you find a way to incorporate walking as much into your life to where you could be productive while still doing what you need to do. So like, I'll give you guys examples. A lot of you guys might have like kids, you know, you might have some other obligations. You might say, Randall, I can't walk that much. Why don't you, when you get home from work, instead of laying down on the couch and watching shit with your daughter or your son, how about you guys go for a walk and you guys tell each other about each other's day? Like, that's something I'm gonna do when I get older. You know, I'm not gonna sit with my daughter and my son and watch sports after days of work. I'm gonna take them to the park, or I'm gonna walk around the block with them, and I'm gonna be like, tell me about your day, and I'm gonna tell them about my day, and I'm gonna spend time with them, and I'm gonna do so while being active, right? Let's say like you work a desk job. Well, why don't you get a step desk from Amazon? About like 100, 150, 200 bucks, right? Why don't you get a step desk? Why don't you set yourself up to where you can put like your laptop on a desk and then just work from there? And you don't even have to put like the mileage at super crazy. You could just put it at like 2 miles per hour, and you could just get a little bit of moving in while you work, to the point where you don't even feel like you're moving, right? It's literally little stuff like that that adds up, right? Now, some of you guys might be saying that this is extreme. Again, I'm not saying you have to get 25,000 steps in. I'm not saying, honestly, everybody should, like, and I'm telling you, bare minimum, everybody needs to get at least 6,000 steps. That's bare minimum, right? But it's not about necessarily reaching a certain step goal. It's more about adopting an active lifestyle. You guys feel me? You know, again, I dropped my audio yesterday, talking about combating, or earlier today, talking about combating society's push for us to be fat and ugly. You know, the two biggest things that we do to mitigate that is getting our diet in control and living an active lifestyle. And again, I'll wrap this video up. I know I was rambling a little bit in this video. I kind of lost my train of thought because obviously people were walking past me and people were walking dogs and shit, like coming this way. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't running into people, but I still think this is valuable, so I'm gonna post this shit, right? But I'm gonna wrap this up by saying that the biggest things I've noticed from walking more, and again, I'll make more videos about this, but the biggest things I've noticed from walking more is what it's done to my mental health. And again, I'm not some guy who struggles with mental health, but I just have so much mental clarity and so much, I don't know, I like, even like when I walk, I just get a lot of creativity. Like, you guys know, I post YouTube videos. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, right? But I post YouTube videos every single day, multiple. And some of my stuff is pretty redundant, but some of my stuff is kind of, you know, stuff that you might have not heard before. Maybe you haven't heard somebody make videos before. And certain stuff is kind of, you know, super Randall Branch, like creativity type shit. And that comes from walking. Like, I get all my ideas and shit from walking. So like the mental benefits it gives me for like clarity, for business, it's just such a beautiful thing, guys. So please walk more. This is why I walk a lot. And again, I don't know how this video is gonna come out because I'm recording this selfie mode and vertical. But I'm just gonna post it, bro, and I just want you guys to, you know, just see where I'm at. Hopefully, like, you guys can adopt a more active lifestyle. That's really what I want to push. And again, I'll talk more about certain things that I do with my steps, how I get more steps in, why I do the amount I do. I'll go more into detail about benefits too, because a lot of people, like, one of their biggest pushbacks about getting steps in is that they don't really see the benefit. Like, yeah, I'm being active, but how is it going to benefit me in like a tangible way? So I want to talk about some tangible benefits too. But I'm gonna wrap this video up because this video is already damn near gonna be like 11 minutes long. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, this is new, but fuck it. I'm gonna get a vlog camera when we move to Texas in like 2 months, so you guys will be able to check those out. But this is Randall Branch. You guys want to fuck with the clothing line? Check the description. If you guys want to book a strategy call with me, or if you guys want to join my coaching, check the description, right? Ebooks, programs, all that will be in the description. And I'll see you guys later today. Okay? Randall Branch Media, we're checking out, y'all. Love.